is going to be pretty basic, but basic doesn't mean simple. Okay, so basically we're working in this seminar saddle, which is a variation of cross ashi. All cross ashi means is I have a leg coming across my center line. Okay? If I have an outward reaping leg, this is a position we call 50-50. An inward reaping leg is what we're going to concern ourselves with today. This is what I refer to as saddle. Some people call it inside ashi, or sorry, cross inside ashi. There's a bunch of names for it. Honey hole, but I'm just going to call it saddle. Okay, so every variation on the leg, or on leg positioning, has strengths and weaknesses, right? The weakness of saddle is that our opponent is always going to have an ability to roll out, okay? My legs can be unwound in this direction. If Adam is able to hide his heel and start to turn out, this is what we have to worry about, okay? Now, we're not going to start with entry because I think there are two very important skills for heel hooking. The skill of connection and the skill of transition. When we're dealing with saddle, connection is incredibly important. So we're going to start with an orientation like this. I have a foot on either side. Okay? My reaping leg is hooking across. My fulcrum leg is hooking the near side. What I want to do from here, guys, is not to pinch my knees. Instead, I'm going to weigh my knee down heavily into the hip, and I'm going to leverage that off of this hook. With the fulcrum leg, I'm leveraging my shoelaces off of my knee coming through. If Adam's hip wasn't here stopping my movement, it would look like this. Okay? And we need to maintain this tension constantly. Okay? This is what's going to keep us connected to our opponent's hips. The reason we're starting with our feet oriented like this is we have one point of connection on either side. Okay? We have different foot orientations here, and they're all good for different things. Foot to foot's going to be good for braking. Right? Triangle is good for braking. In my opinion, this cross butt position is the best for staying connected. So we're scissoring, not pinching. My outside hand is going to take a grip on the hamstring tendon. I'm going to weigh my elbow heavily down into my hip. My inside arm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my tricep into contact with the shin. And I'm going to wedge it up to the heel and make a self-frame on my own hip. Okay, what I'm not doing is pinching my wing in. Right? I'm not using a lat pinch. It's like if I was trying to put a support in a mine shaft. I'm wedging until it becomes straight and weight-bearing. I'm wedging my tricep under his heel, and there's tension in this direction. Okay? So, Adam should be able to run away. Just back away. Don't use your feet, just back away. Just sit back. I should go with him. Okay, so this is all we're going to do for the first minute and a half, guys. Grab a partner, get all your points of contact. We're keeping our head inside the leg, never sitting back. Your core is going to be active constantly. Get all these points of contact, have your partner give you a couple pushes, a couple pulls. Make sure you're securely attached to the leg. Okay? Grab a partner, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.